Greetings. All right, thank you for joining us. Okay, so this is Project Majestic. Is this long enough for anybody? Area 52 Alpha, the alien interrogation video. Of course, I closed out I was going to show that here. I think people know what it is. It's in the thumbnail. Yeah, it's nothing really new to show there. We'll just leave it at that. I was going to show it on Twitter, but who cares? There's no sound to it. It's just basically like a very bizarre. I don't know if they're interrogating or what. You can't hear it anyway. But suppose connected to the energies of it. Realize also the shadow government. It was parts of it that will, put this stuff out there, leak it out there, see where society is. Because a lot of things can be leaked, but is society ready? Probably not. Probably it's not asking for it. So it's just part of society is, but not the majority of it is. Because all this would be normal. It'd be all you have is weird aliens walking around. And I think some people have problems with that. Thinking, oh, we're ready, but I don't know about that. If we were ready, it would be more a part of society. More people would be asking for it. Let's put it that way. So many people feel like it's fake, it's this and that. And for them, it's probably better they think it's fake for their mental health. Let's put it that way. It's kind of like, going deep sea diving and seeing all the alien fish that are under there. That's a little bit crazy. It's not for everybody. And having all that weirdness here in our realm, walking the streets. So is society really ready for that? And the cats are lost. It's like World War III here. I don't know what they're doing. Just going crazy. She hasn't gone after the background yet. She was quiet. They were quiet for a little bit, then it lasted for a while. Probably because also the subject matter is probably raising some flags here. But also Dugway retention program is pretty much the same thing as Majestic, as far as I can tell. The Dugway airfield, obviously this is all sealed off from us. I guess that's bigger than the Area 51 from what they're saying. There's only so much you can tap into because obviously they don't want you prying into their energy field. Like in the next 300 or 400 years when America becomes a wasteland, all this stuff will come out. Maybe. So that would be, I guess you have to wait till then. Because that's all our secrets become. Well, then again, the Vatican has a lot of secrets too. A lot of things we still don't know. So we might not ever know. Well, no time soon. Let's put it that way. So Dugway, it's like a major hub for all of this underground, definitely, no doubt. What else are you going to do over there? I have all that land. You got to do something with it. Might as well put a bunch of aliens on there. Interesting with my sub count, I just keep losing subs left and right, no matter what I do. So we'll see how this affects it. If I just keep dropping subs, not that matters. It's just educational. It's nothing matters anyway. And also the Navy intelligence. That's where a lot of this. You think it would be the Air Force doing this, but it's Navy intelligence was connected to the secret space programs and all that. So we'll tap into some of those energies. So the alien. There's also another alien video where the alien's actually talking about the future as from a Earth that was destroyed, something like that, from a version of Earth. Yeah, I can't find this stuff anymore. It used to be easy to find, but not anymore. Just like my channel is not easy to be found anymore. So we're going to those energies of just bizarreness and see if anything new comes out of it. Or like for the alien being that's being interrogated, I was sick. They say it's not alive anymore. This is back in 1991 anyway. But yeah, they're going to, I don't know, I imagine they're going to leak more stuff like this in the future. No time soon. But all this, I mean, this is a video from 1991. They're just testing energy in society, and the curiosity is out there, but it's not enough. There's not enough people asking for it. So we're just ignoring it. They're scared. They're living their own lives, trying to survive. Is it going to help you in your life? Probably not. So help you figure yourself out. Well, maybe you were a goldfish in your past life, and maybe you were an alien in another lifetime, if you can handle that one. So obviously we're connected to other versions of Earth and everything, so doesn't mean it has to be. Well, eventually, how we're connected to other versions of Earth and become more known, at least on a spiritual level, maybe not on a physical level. People are still not interested in that. Yeah, they're not. They think it's fake. It's not real. It's just so. They're going to always go through that. At least for right now. So we'll see where all this goes. There's all these different names. Project Majestic. There's another name for it somewhere out there. Area 52. I don't fucking know. Let's just call it whatever you want. The alien. This area interrogation. The alien retention. I guess this is where they're being kept. I guess Area 52 is where they're being kept. It's like another word for whatever. Something like that. Either way, I imagine there'll be other people out there correcting me and telling me how they know everything. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, I still have the video here. Good. Okay, I thought I cleared it out. All right, so I'm talking to call my private sessions. We have a scheduler. We have a shop here. We have the webinar. Social network behind the scenes. And we got the archive that most people don't care about. There's a lot of things people don't care about, I've noticed. Even if I said something about it, they don't care. So whatever, doesn't matter. This is the guy. Yeah, it's freaky. I remember seeing this a long time ago. Yeah, it is hard to believe looking at it, but it is fascinating. So this way, Project Majestic and Project Aquarius, I guess they're the same thing. And either way, go on and on with this stuff. The other thing is fires. So back to the energy weapon situation. So, you have this, and, it's like a fired out wasteland, right? So you go to Fort Myers. You have Fort Myers hurricane damage. And it looks a lot different. I mean, that looks like actual damage. And this looks like a laser blasted it. Obviously they say the fires, but it's like, okay, whatever. It's like, I mean, a hurricane hit this sucker pretty hard. And fires, whatever that was here in Maui, they wanted to cover up, or some kind of reset they wanted to do. But this is very suspicious. It's just extremely suspicious. And we'll probably never know the answers to it. Fort Myers is in still a very populated area. It's not on an island. So, and even this was kind of extreme. So, actually, that hurricane was supposed to hit where I am. And so, but this is an island. So you can do whatever you want. You can blast it whatever you feel like. People call it conspiracy theory. Nobody cares. And the media is just going to whitewash everything anyway. So it's just very suspicious. It's just like it's an island. So it's like, they can do whatever they feel like, basically. And we can say it's just very strange. Just the whole thing is, it does feel like there's a China energy, like a shadow government China. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting from it. But we'll never really know. Even this, I think this is blamed on Russia. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but they blame this on Russia during the whole thing. And you never know. You just never know. So, yeah, there's that. All right. So the cats are quiet. Anyway. All right. We're going to, yeah, YouTube's a barrel of laughs. That's for sure. So just do what you can. Use it while you can, I guess. Until YouTube goes away. It's not doing so great these days, that's for sure. All right, we're going to Project Majestic. We're going to the alien energy that was there. Whatever I can tap into, I'm not sure how far I'll get with it. Not saying I'm going to channel that being internal. I don't know if that being wants to be channeled. To be honest with you, just leave it alone. Just channel the energies of the situation, other grays or whatever it might be. And I think they said in the interview that was like half human, half robot, or half alien, half robot, something like that. So just like that's like our society. Because our society is biological, but there's a lot of robot people here, that's for sure. So anyway, all right, going to that Dugway. I've tapped in a long time ago. And the Navy intelligence, see what intelligence they have over there. At least they're willing to share, at least. Remote viewing energy. Oh, wow, what a surprise. It's like, yeah, maybe that'll be on the 10 o'clock news. A remote viewing society. Yeah, right. So, all right. Yeah, don't drink the water, whatever you do. So, all right. We're going to the alien energies. Project Project Majestic. And see where we get from that. Okay, blessings. Greens, rather grays. Many aliens that are involved with these type of experiments are taken against their will, injured by humans. Yeah, some of them are through crashes, manipulations through reptilians are involved with it. Obviously, you don't see many reptilians in interrogation process. You can eventually, but that's a little bit much. At least the grays are pretty spooky enough as it is to freak people out. Grays are basically a version of your society from some realities. So they're pretty much your cousins, your forefathers, however you want to look at it. You're still related to them in some form or another. And society, yes, has not exactly accepted it. Yeah, it's just like you're not really, sometimes you don't accept your own relatives. Of course, these are galactic relatives. Some of you accepted it, many have not. Many don't like the grays for various different reasons. Well, a lot of souls are lost and put into a gray body and absolutely hated it. So as I'm adapted to it, there's different energies of that. It's like we're trying to rescue your soul. Well, we can take a soul out of a body and put into a zeta body. And that doesn't always work out so well. Well, like I said, the soul doesn't usually agree to it. But we do it anyway. Well, the soul is still around. We can feel the energy of it. So, we have a way of transferring it. Your society has not quite figured that part out. But your society has created the vehicle where it can attract the soul energy to connect with it, which is part of her birth, part of a fetus to be, turn into you, basically. But so our energies are a little bit much for society, as you can see. Some of you just can't get enough of it. Yes, you want your spaceship. Of course, maybe you don't necessarily want to be around grays, for that matter. Because grays don't always have the best manners. They're just like humans, just as an alien being. And many can be very delightful, but still kind of scary looking. And then others can be very aggressive. It's just we're a 4-dimensional aggressive. Yeah, we see all your problems. And we see our own problems and we don't really feel like fixing them either. And that's the thing, the difference between our world and yours is like your world, you're here to improve, at least potential to improve. In our worlds, we're not, if you want to, you can, but many choose not to. It's like, I'll just do it in the next life. And they keep saying that for the next 1,000 lives. It's like, I know I have problems, but I'm not ready to look into it. And that can go on forever. So as for these majestic programs, yeah, it's basically for humans. I mean, it was for military. I mean, some of these beings that are brought into situations are improved if they survived. And there's a lot of alien attacks going on. There's alien wars going on. That here in your world, they're not fully aware of. They just know to stay out of it. Of course, they get involved with it anyway. Here's some alien technology, and now we just abducted a bunch of your people. And it can happen very fast. So there's that. And it's not just grays doing that. It's reptilian beings that are doing it. Reptilian beings don't seem to mind at all. And once again, you're dealing with a reptilian being that does not knows how it has issues sometimes and does not want to doesn't care to fix it. Truly does not care. Some of you have relatives like that. And some of you have relatives that look like reptilian beings. Literally. And they're just not in the mood to improve like ever. Welcome to our world. So, but as for these areas, it's going to continue, at least the rumors. You can say there's a group that would gladly open up the doors for society to see it. Of course, there's a espionage situation going on too. Well, who can control the alien narrative? Of course, the U.S. is pretty ahead of the other countries. But someone like China would like to control the narrative eventually. They're not quite there yet. But, eventually aliens are going to be used. Even alien hostages can be used in the future publicly. We have this alien hostage. We'll let them go if China, brings down their weapons or things like that. Something around those lines. I'll go into all the details of that. Eventually society will be introduced to these beings, but not yet. There's just still, society is still looking the other way. Society is still very old-fashioned, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just an alien realm. I mean, there's an ocean out there that many people are not exploring. That, of course, you have to have the means to do so. But there's a lot of strangeness in your oceans, a lot of strangeness in your universe. Same thing in different ways. And as for us to be part of your society, as you can see, it's a gradual process. It's not just for society to, society is slowly, obviously decaying. Not that will improve upon it completely, but it's basically many within your society need us for their growth. So we're being added to your timeline slowly. And you'll see more of this in the future. That's all we can say. Greetings. This is the Dugway airfield, or your shadow government. Yes, there's always discussions or ruling out the awakening, always your alien knowledge. And yes, we're seeing some psyops currently, and that will continue on for now. Obviously, there's agendas, just like your CIA, you could say, and there's other beings there's other divisions out there. But yes, you're kind of like using aliens as almost like a branding of of a problem to create skirmishes here. Yes, wars. And a lot of these beings are, even the gray that you see as a time traveler, which is very normal with the alien energy, at least for the grays, at least. And your CIA basically, the CIA even feels like they're they're going to come. They have to give themselves purpose. So they're also showing their leverage, how they can control society. They have an ego trip issue. So they're kind of pulling this alien energy just to show who's in charge, you can say. We can bring up these meetings, and even if they don't go anywhere, obviously you're seeing an agenda being slowly brought into your reality. And right now they're just playing a game currently. They're not about to really go too forward with it yet. Because they don't really know what they're going to do with it currently. It's like a last resort. If they can't get things to work the way they want, yes, the alien agenda will be activated. Especially if China gets very strange. It's like the alien agenda is basically, Plan B, you can say. if the U.S. feels like it's truly losing its grip on the world, put it that way. So not necessarily it's a China situation. It's just basically U.S. is just slowly slipping and continues to slip. The aliens will be brought in and somehow will become more of a dominant race. Let's put it that way. So basically, the aliens are being used as a pawn. It's not really for awakening, as some of you know. It's mostly just, as you know, agendas. Yes, it's heartless. They don't care. The beings that are doing this, your CIA people, they just don't care. They have a soul. Not real. Yes and not really. Yes and no, but not much of one. It's just mostly selfish agendas, which is, it's connected to the beings that are here that are causing a great amount of problems. And it's galactically too. So basically, your aliens are just being used. And eventually society is still going to have trouble figuring that one out from what we're seeing. Greens, this is your naval intelligence. Yes, this is basically MJ12's frequency. You can call it naval intelligence also. Of course, they're not going to make themselves known publicly. Of course not. I mean, they're living life not being known. And they also have a lot of intimidation. They're going to continue to do so. Yeah, it's like a secret. It is a secret society, technically. But within your government, there's several secret societies in there. And they know each other. They don't like each other. There's always a new one being created. So it's like, think of like secret societies trying to take over your Navy, for example. It's like an internal war that most of you have no idea about. And of course, that goes into other branches of the government too. Like who's going to be president? And there's internal wars that society is pretty much clueless on, unless you're involved with it. They keep it very quiet, as you can see. But you see the infighting that's happening. So, as for the Navy, so some Navy, it's like within the Navy, if a certain group wins, that's wanting to help society will leak some of this information about alien energies. But then they usually don't last very long when they do that. So there's so much darkness running the government because it likes where it's at. It just likes being the boss. And it doesn't mean it has the most intelligence. It doesn't have to have all the intelligence. As you can see, China is beating the U.S., at least on a public level. And because the U.S. has gotten so lazy and will continue to do so. Well, it thinks it's the dominant country and others are slowly speeding up. And then when the U.S. figures that out, it's a little bit late because they're so arrogant. So, but as for the alien frequencies, there's a lot of dolphin frequencies with the alien beings. So, talk about sonar. Yes, you can read the vibrations very easily. And they're not about to show themselves. No, of course not. But as for the Greys feel like they're part of society. So they're going to continue to kind of break into your realm somehow. Even if they're not well, they're mentally going crazy. It's like they feel like you deserve to know. Also, they feel like they're a part of you, and they're reconnecting to their family. for better or for worse. And that will continue to happen. So as for the government energy, like I say, even society is pretty comfortable where it is, and even your government is comfortable where it is too. Just doing its thing. Yes, having secret information about aliens and not telling anybody about it. They're still trying to figure things out. Even after all this time, they don't know a whole lot. You think they might, not necessarily. They still have little bits of what's out there. There's so much arrogance in the government too. So they have that little issue going on.